Welcome to Last Week This Week, the most irrelevant show in snowboarding. I'm your host, Averin Lefebvre, and this is a show that doesn't matter. Clearly because no one noticed that I haven't done an episode in 2 weeks. In the last episode, we made a joke about the snowboarding emoji and how no one in their right mind would ever snowboard with a scarf or look like that. We were wrong. Nate Bozung is the snowboarding emoji. X Games Real Snow Backcountry happened. I didn't watch any of the videos, mainly because I didn't want to sit through this giant commercial for Steep. Yes, Steep, the other snowboarding game. Scotty Lago, one fan favorite. I don't know what that means for you and me. I didn't vote because I didn't watch anything. Much like I didn't vote in this last election. And, well, we're all fucked for that. God damn it. Aki Helgeson's Island-Born documentary dropped, and we finally found Stan. That's right, Stan, the man we've been missing for months. He's been in Iceland, probably because the Icelandic government gave him 10,000 acres, $100,000, and 5 single women, because there's a population control problem over there, or inbreeding or something. But that doesn't matter because there's this documentary about Aki, and Hale shows up in it, and what the fuck am I even talking about? The new Burton philosopher, with a graphic touted as being the greatest of all time. Yeah, you know what, Burton? You're not even a snowboard company anymore. You should just shut the fuck up when you try to make claims that this is the greatest graphic of all time. This is fucking hideous. And one of the more amusing things I've done in a while, I wrote some fan fiction about our favorite friend Rick Rambis and all the characters of Out Cold. Where are they now? Needless to say, some have gone on to better things. Rick Rambis has not. But you should read the article. Why? Because you need a laugh, and this show will not provide that. Johan Rosen has deviated from the norm with this sci-fi inspired full part from the movie Deviate. This episode brought to you by John Cenacorns Pants. I don't know what's in them and neither do you. There's a place in Utah called The Spot where a bunch of pro snowboarders gather to hit various jibs, mainly of the log variety. Now there's a full loop, as you can see here, that the boys tried to do. And I use that term loosely because Jeremy Jones, Jibber, is in it, which he's 78 years old. He's been collecting AARP now for almost 20 years. But he's still hitting it. The other thing that should be noted is Zach Hale should not be allowed anywhere near an axe. How fucking hard is it to chop wood, Zach? Seriously. We've only been doing it as a human society for hundreds, maybe even a couple thousand years. And yet, you demonstrate once again that you have no clue what you're doing. In the mergers and acquisition news, the Nidecker group bought Flow Snowboards. What's this mean for you and me? Fuck if I know. What's this mean for them? Well, they've got another brand under their umbrella, this time one that makes board boots and bindings. Well, there's finally snow in the US and in parts of Europe, I guess. I don't know, I don't really pay attention to that. It just means there's no snow in the southern hemisphere. But anyways, now's your chance to get in on the final days of the hashtag soul slashing contests. What is the hashtag soul slashing contest? Well, allow me to tell you about it. Take it away, Averin. I know I've teased about it in the past that we were actually going to give away a snowboard. Well, the time has finally come. This right here is a 163 Rosnall XV, and we're going to be giving it away in the hashtag soul slashing contest. What is the hashtag soul slashing contest? Well, it's pretty easy. We want to see your best photo or video of you soul slashing, getting out into the white stuff and spraying some cold smoke. It's pretty simple. You need to follow us on Instagram at Angry Snowboarder, Rosnall on Instagram at Rosnall, and upload your favorite photo or video with the hashtag soul slashing. Don't have Instagram and want to win it another way? You can send us a direct message on Facebook from our Facebook page. You can email it to us, contest@angrysnowboarder.com. You can even send us a message right from our YouTube page with your photo or video in it. So that right there is just about every way you can win this board. Now who's going to be judging it? Myself, Dylan Thomas, who you can see up here, who actually rides the Rosinal XV, and maybe my mother. Why? Because she needs something to do now that she's retired. The Interior Plane Project has dropped the Shapeshifter movies, mainly in segments of the riders. Now, if you're one of those people that likes analog format, I have 3 copies of this movie I will be giving away on Instagram. Just follow us @AngrySnowboarder. For those of you that don't care about analog formats and want digital, click on our website because I will be posting these full parts eventually. And now the pick of the week from Ride Snowboards. It's the Timeless. What's so timeless about it? Well, it's made of aluminum, or for you Brits, aluminium. I don't know why it has a metal top sheet, but I can tell you I've ridden it, and well, you know what, read the review if you want to know what I think about it. But it's the pick of the week, so buy one, or don't. I don't give a fuck. How do you offend a bunch of video game players? Simple. Do a review of Mark McMorris's Infinite Air. Now, I did the review as a snowboarder playing this, not as a video game expert, because frankly, I'd rather go snowboarding than play video games. Needless to say, few people are butthurt and have been telling me that I need to learn how to play the game. No, I don't. I invested enough time in it to know that it sucks dicks with its butthole. And frankly, I don't give a fuck about it. Big White in Canada opened, and there was a lot of powder. And I don't mean the kind on the back of the toilet. I mean the kind that you want in your face as you're going downhill, as can be seen here. That's right. So just to be clear, that is not cocaine in their face. That is real powder. Too Hard has been releasing the full parts from their latest movie, GOAT, or Greatest of All Time, further to prove that they might be the greatest of all time currently for women's snowboarding, and that they are more relevant than the show. Now, as only 1.8% of females watch the show, this is for you ladies. I'm looking at you, Mom, and whoever that 0.8% is of the other females, this is for you. Adrian Schmaltz, fuck it, I'm butchering his last name, defies stereotypes in this full part. I don't know what stereotypes he's defying, but he does ride a lot of front country. So maybe he's defying the backcountry stereotype of snowboarding? I don't know.
The world better if we come together. Watch out for me, I watch out for you. Know you got my back, you know I got your back too. United we stand, divided we fall. All for one for all.
Alex Stewart's part from Rusty Toothbrushes, A Not So Fairy Tale, has a happy ending for this board swap that he does. That's right. Look at this. The boy swapped boards, no footered. Yes, that's right. We're going to talk about women's snowboarding yet again in this episode for the 1.8% of females that watch this. This time it's Ivica Jurgensen's part. It's fucking huge. I mean, she stepped to some pretty big shit, even for a minute-long part. It's pretty solid. I'm just gonna leave it at that because this girl needs more recognition. This is fucking huge. This has been Last Week, This Week, and I've been your host, Averin Lefebvre. We're the most irrelevant show in snowboarding and the most underfunded. Thank you for watching. Now I'm gonna go find out what is inside John Cenacorns' pants.